Good evening, everyone. Milo here, and we are carrying on with Corsairs of Umbar. This is part 10, and we'll see how far we get tonight. We're gonna start off our adventure here in Halrax, and we're gonna start with visitors from the shoreward stone. Yours is not the only unexpected arrival, friend. Shortly before you arrived, an emissary from the kindred of the coins came by ship. Since he landed, he's been asking questions. Questions that give me leave to think he's not wholly here for appearances. I run this place proper-like, and want no trouble with the kindred. As the newest friendly type in town, why not make your acquaintance with them? A dwarf and his guard stand beneath the arch nearby. Berkha.
What is it that you want?
Forward, very forward. I'll be honest, it's refreshing, given the welcome we've received since our arrival. People outside of Umbar Baharbel have not yet come to trust the kindred of the coins. A sadness, I am afraid. As for why we have come to Halrax, I am afraid that I cannot share this news with you unless you bind yourself to secrecy. Are you willing to bind yourself in such a way? Alright, I'll give him my word.
Yes.
Very well. The dwarf nods to a member of his entourage, who scribbles something into a ledger.
Greetings.
Theft beyond measure. Call me Beckel. Your leader is wise to be concerned. Our arrival is fraught. A Temamir ship of glorious craftsmanship beyond any other in the Umbari fleet went missing. My lord received an urgent missive mentioning that the vessel was under pursuit as it neared Halrax. When it did not arrive soon after the delivery, we left the city to learn its fate. Thus far, the people in Halrax have proven evasive and suspicious. We grow increasingly aware of their lack of allegiance. You seem to be wiser. Perhaps you can aid us. Will you look for the ship? Time to go swimming! Whee! You discovered a wounded Temamir sailor.
What do you need?
Ho there! Do not fuss over me. I look worse than I feel. The rest of my crew didn't fare as well. Worse, we lost our shipment when the Corsairs set upon us. Halrax is not far from here. I was making my way there to besiege Ithurka's aid. Your arrival is auspicious. The dreaded Corsairs are beached to the west, just a little further. I travel with you but for my knee. I'll continue toward Halrax and dispatch Beckel and his guard to meet you at the ship. I fear I'd only hinder you in a fight. Go now and tell the Corsair dog of a captain Muluk sent you. This must be the ship that Muluk mentioned.
What?
You'll be leaving that crate right where it is, and I'll claim anything on your person as payment for any crewmates you slaughtered. I don't think that's gonna happen, dude. But nice try. You defeated the Corsair captain, boarded the ship, and searched the deck. Espy a conspicuous crate on the bow. Holtek's shipment. You collected the Temamir cargo. Speak with Bekal near the Corsair ship.
Greetings.
I am pleased you proved trustworthy. I will have the shipment if you would. We will take this scoundrel back to Umbar Barabel with us. His penance will be to serve in the pit for as long as Koltek deems necessary. Return to Ithurga and tell him he is beyond suspicion, and you saw this to its acceptable resolution. In fact, tell Ithurga that the kindred look favorably upon Halrugs. You have proven a worthy ally this day.
Halrax welcomes most.
Favored by the kindred? What did you do for them? No, don't tell me what you've done. It's better if I don't know. You've lifted a weight off my shoulder, Maloa. He beams. Favored by the kindred. I almost want to return your tithe. I have a better idea.
Halrax welcomes most.
Honor enough. Truth is, Maloa, the favor you curried with the kindred will bring you undue attention. A newcomer hoisting their sails so quickly is grounds for suspicion. It's best to make amends before the elders start whispering in the shadows. Take your tithe and distribute it to some of the freebooters. It will curry favor with them. Be wary, the rumors will spread, and your welcome will end. My one dog just bit my other dog's ear. Ah, silly puppies.
What news comes now to my shores?
It's rare that you meet someone like you, my friend. I must admit that I'm surprised by your resolve and honesty. Tell me, will you travel to Umbar Barabel, the city I mean? I guess yes. I expected as much. You will need this.
Everything is negotiable, my friend.
Listen, Miloa, what you did for Halrax, for me, there aren't many as honest in all the world. Not at least that I've seen. Here, he hands you a sack of gold coins. You will need this more than I, and I can't keep your coin if you don't mean to stay. Not after all you've done. Go with the southern wind in your salts, my friend. Alright, let's go to the next one.
Might you spare a moment?
Defacing the town. I apologize if I seem on edge. There is an issue in this town that vexes me greatly. Some people show no respect for property. I'm speaking of the act of defiling the walls of our homes. Someone is purposefully defacing the beauty of the buildings. Each day, I clear the walls of the filth spread on them, and each day they return. Would you help me clean the ruins and perhaps help me find the culprit? Okay. Looks like a tiny branch. Other one's gonna be up top, looks like. Okay, we've cleared all the graffiti.
Might you spare a moment?
Thank you for cleaning the walls for me. I need to confide something to you. While you were busy about town, I overheard a knave speaking about damaging the ruins and laughing about his actions amongst friends. I wonder, can you address this and make him see the folly I saw him only a few moments ago, headed down the southern dock.
The winds today are most foul.
How dare you accost me about some foolish old sketches? What does it matter if they are on the walls? They are just walls. There is no value to them. We live here now, and we will do as we please. You need to learn that lesson. I find paying teaches a student best. You defeated Jagmer, and he ran from the town.
What news has come in with the tide?
The coward expected nothing less. We should preserve our buildings and respect them. Our works stand a test of time that no man ever has, and we have not begun to build. In time we will cover the isles with these rugged and enduring buildings. They will survive in a climate as hostile as the Shield Isles. I thank you for your efforts, friend.
Do you have need of something?
A pendant in the sand. As you approach the man, you notice that he seethes with wrath so smoldering it would make even the hot-headed runekeeper blush. Ah, you, how could this be? I could have sworn I was wearing it when I left the beach. Could I have left it there somehow? Adventurer, could I ask you something? I was at Baj Khatuk with my dear Zimar this morning. There, he presented me with a beautiful necklace. I cannot find it now, and I'm terrified that I may have somehow left it on the beach. I'm to meet with him at the tavern tonight. He can't know that I lost it. Could you find it for me? What does it look like? The gemstone is blue like his eyes, and cut sharp like his clever wit. In the sun, it shines as bright as his smile. Also, it's on a sort of brown leather cord. Metal necklace chains irritate my skin. Let's see if we can get out on the south side. Pop-up quest. You can eat those? I don't know if I want to eat one of those things. The woman in the threadbare boots grimaced at the hand-shelled creatures. The woman in a grey cloak put on a smug smile. Yes, you do. You just don't know it yet. They look like they'll be crunchy. You remove the shell, you dolt. The meat inside is as sweet and tender as anything you've ever had. They're scary to look at, Threadbare Boots said. Then don't look at them, Grey Cloak retorted, her patience cleaving paper thin. Trust me, a little butter and some sour fruit, and you'll be happy as a clam. I don't like clams either. Defeat crabs. Okay, here's the necklace. Let's go return the necklace. I like jumping into the water. It's fun.
Might you spare a moment?
Ah! The knot on the cord must have come undone and slipped off my neck. Thank you so much for retrieving it for me.
Might you spare a moment?
A dock too far. The sea is a ferocious beast, consuming wood at a rate only surpassed by fire. Every day I toil to repair this dock. Each night when I slumber, I dream of hammering nails, and each morning I wake to find more rod chewing away at the docks. I grow weary, friend. Could you help? I need palm wood from the trees and the wood to the east of the town. Can you collect those and repair the damaged planks? Yep, let's go collect the... We'll go collect the palm timber. Do you actually have to shoot it? Okay. Hang on. Something beating me up here. Oh, they just respawn. Okay, now I just need to go repair the dock.
Might you spare a moment?
What you have done for me may seem like that much effort. It is a great relief to me not having to deal with the monotonous life, even for a few moments. Thank you, friend.
O'er the waves we shall set sail to the horizon with the help of our tail. When Now, that's terrible.
The would-be shantyman. Oh, you. Hello. My name is Anyamat, the greatest shantyman there ever was. Or at least, that's what they'll call me someday. You see, I've such a deep love of song and the romanticism of sailing, but aside from the trip from Minas Tirith to here, I will confess I don't have much seafaring experience. What if I were to follow you around and observe you on your adventure? Perhaps that will provide the inspiration I need. She hands you a small whistle. Use this to call me as you travel about Zamarzir. Oh, we're going to have such much fun together.
Why don't we start by challenging some freebooters to a fight? Nothing speaks to a rugged life at sea like pointless brawling.
Fightin freebooters. Okay. Guess they're off over there. Intimidating looking freebooter.
Fair winds to you.
A fight? Now why would I do that? I've only just met you. Come, join me and my friends for some tea.
What news do you bring, traveler?
Well, that didn't go as I expected. Anyamat says as she sips from the coffered cup. Free tea though. Maybe we can challenge one of the other people here? Friendly freebooter.
Yahoy!
Such lovely weather we have been enjoying as of late. It makes me want to sing. The freebooter strikes up a joyful song. Anyamat doesn't know the words, but she harmonizes beautifully with the man. She may not have success writing lyrics, but doesn't lack for singing talent.
What news do you bring, traveler?
This is not going how I expected. Maybe we should give up on trying to pick a fight and make friends instead. Cheery freebooter.
It is a fine day indeed.
I know we look like rough folk, but that is what happens when you spend all day in the sun and having your face chapped by salty sea air. He laughs, no, guffaws at himself. Are you hungry? The sea has been generous and there is plenty of food to share.
Well met.
Anyamat speaks through a mouthful of grilled fish. I should go around talking to strangers more often. Instead of fighting you, they give you free tea and fish and sing with you. I really like these folks. Come, let's meet the last of their company.
It is a fine day indeed.
Hello. The woman's greeting is interrupted by a yawn. Sorry about that. I had coffee too late in the day yesterday. I went to sleep late and I'm still waking up. Anyamat shares her desire to be a shantyman, and the sleepy freebooter's lips curl into a smirk. If it is inspiration for songs you seek, I can tell you about my own travels on the sea. Anyamat quickly agrees, and the sleepy freebooter proceeds to tell the most bawdy and violent tales one could tell. By the end of the stories, Anyamat is frozen stiff by shock. She thanks the woman for her time, and the two of you beat a hasty retreat.
Well met.
As lovely as this has been, I do think a real sailor should get into a scrap. If these fine folk won't fight with us, I have heard rumors of a strange creature we could go bother. Strange creature, you say?
There's a giant crab on a small island east of here. I hear folks have nicknamed it Shelly. Let's go fight it!
What if we fight a giant crab? What could go wrong? Let us seek out the most horrifying creature these isles have to offer. There is a giant crab on a small island east of here. I hear folks have named it Shelly. Let's go fight it. But of course, I'm gonna take the other one as well, just because I don't know if it's location dependent.
Treasure! Ooh, I'm always hearing about sailors looking for treasure that's washed ashore. I will tell you where to dig. I'm a very lucky person and tend to have a good sense for these sorts of things.
Zamarzir treasure hunt. Okay. Yes, both of them are on that island. Alright, let's go back. An old boot. It doesn't look to be in my size. Do you want it? No? I think I'll pass. But thank you. I was sure there'd be something here. Oh, another boot. It matches the first one. I wonder what happened to their owner.
I greet you, friend.
Do you think this is the owner of the boots? Ayamat wonders aloud as she stares at the skull. Maybe.
Well met.
What a fearsome beast. Its hands were like spiked gauntlets. You were lucky I was around to help you, or you'd have been in a lot of trouble.
Well, I think that's quite enough adventure for me. I had a lovely time, but I don't know how you have the energy to do this every day.
The would-be shantyman. Completing it. I had a lovely time, but I don't know how you have the energy to do this every day. This ought to give me enough inspiration to come up with new lyrics. I'm going to take that whistle back from you now and head back to Hellrex. Come find me when you're next in town. doesn't feel right. This way. There we go. No? Shoot. There we go. Well, she did say to go see her again, so let's go see her again.
What news do you bring, traveler?
A new song. Miloa, I'm glad you're here. I've had much to think about after our adventure.
After the rush of excitement wore off, all I felt was tired and worn out. The small cuts I earned from fighting that big crab sting, and my legs ache from dashing about the island. And then I thought, what if the sailor's life is not for me?
But then I thought of the freebooters we met, how welcoming and giving they were. I had expected them to be rough around the edges. Are my perceptions of life at sea shaped by tall tales and silly stories? Have I been chasing a false ideal? Thank you for traveling with me today and for keeping me safe. I did not get what I wanted out of today, but maybe that is all right. May our paths cross again.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
The sekbiri of ghar, jadam. You there, with a sword. Or is that an axe? Or a big rock? I can't see very well. Anyway, you look tough. Some of the sekbiri from up north strayed close to the gate last week. Thankfully, no one got hurt. Well, except Itho, and nobody likes him anyway. The town's promised some funds to the idiot, I mean brave soul, who's willing to cull down their numbers. Okay. I'll go take care of it. Quota completed. Okay, let's go back to town. Okay, I got everything down this pier finished. There's a bounty over here. Bounty Akraz the Vile. An Uruk named Akraz the Vile threatens to destroy the truce between the freebooters of Helrex and the Kafkar orcs. His actions include waylaying travelers, preying on the weak and weary, robbery, and murder. Interested parties should seek guidance from Yitro at his home in Lower Helrex.
There is much to be done, and few are hands by which to do it.
It is good to see that my post is drawing some interest. The matter is simple. Akraz the Vile lives up to his name. He stalks the paths east and north of our town, preying on the tired and weary travelers, waylaying them, robbing them, or worse, leaving them for dead. We made a truce with the Kafakar orcs, and if this menace isn't brought to heel, then that truce could soon break. Head out east and north, and feign weakness in a secluded area. You will draw the villain out. That was easy enough.
Might you spare a moment?
We're better off with the likes of Akraz removed. We want to find a way to live in peace, but some still want to burn the world. You've done a good thing today. You earned this. Okay. Still trying to see what... Okay, I don't think there are any quest strings down here. Let's circle around to the right. Okay, there's one straight ahead.
Do you have need of something?
The finest furs in Zamarzir. Are you looking to make some coin and willing to spend a little time helping someone who is a little on in years? My mind is as sharp as steel, but my body is starting to show my age. Not as able as I once was to roam the wilds, hunting down jungle beasts for their pelts, and yet there is still brisk demand for my wares. I'll pay if you can help. What do you say? Sure. I'm gonna see if it's from any pelts or if it has to be the sekbiri. We'll see. Salamanders don't count. That's okay. I'm just gonna ride to that spot where I know there's a lot of them. I need some better music. This music is starting to put me to sleep. Absolutely is my milestone.
What news has come in with the tide?
These furs are fine, yes. I would have hunted more animal types to get a wider variety, but since you are helping me, I think these shall do nicely. One more thing, if you don't mind. These skins need curing. I have hides that need stretching, and my back is aching fiercely. Could you spare a few more moments to help me?
Might you spare a moment?
I have not seen a shine that good in quite a while. My customers will surely be pleased with these. Only a few years ago I'd have done the same, not as quickly, but as well. Thank you for all that you've done for me. Please take this as my way of thanking you. You guys, I'm going to take a 5-minute bio break. I will be back. carry on. I'm gonna go check down here, see if there's any quests here. I don't think there is. Nope, cleared all this out. So the only place that I have left are the ones up top.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
The trove of irkhadar. I've longed for a time to give my calloused hands a rest. Here in Helrex, I finally have that time and an inclination to pursue something new and creative. A fever recently slowed my pace, forcing me to abandon my goal of scouring the irkhadar caldera for the precious obsidian and beautiful flowers that ring the hollow. Would you be willing to go there and help me? I need the obsidian because all the artists use the sea glass. Sea glass isn't inspiring. Sea glass is insipid. Be right back. Collect chunks of something. Okay, they're all to the east, southeast, south. Like there's a path down there. Oh, here's some flowers. It's one of the things we're looking for. See? interesting code. I missed one. Yeah, it's a ruin. There's that big bird that Legolas talked about. How do you... Huh? I'm like... This is weird. There's no way down. That's a weird spot for... We'll just jump down. Okay.
Might you spare a moment?
Do you see how pure the jadam is? It gleams so brightly at the edges and swallows the light as you move toward its center. It's beautiful. Thank you for getting this for me. The akraz too. Beautiful. Please place them in the pot over by the oven. I will begin my work immediately.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
Magnificent friend. I shall be known all across Shield Isles as the greatest artist. You have set me on a path toward success, and I thank you dearly for your aid. Now I must begin. The muse strikes me. Deed bestowed, deed completed. Completed quests of the Shield Isles.
Hello there, stranger. Fancy making some coin? I have a job for only the most capable of adventurers, and you have just the right kind of look about you.
Have you heard of a rock? Vicious, nasty creatures they are. Massive birds with talons like daggers, beaks strong enough to pierce the hull of even the sturdiest ships. Well, I represent a wealthy buyer who is interested in acquiring one of these beasts for himself. Fancies if he raises the thing from birth, it'll be loyal. Could you imagine the power of a rock tamed? So, here's the job. Go to the rock's nest south of here and nab one of their eggs. Bring it back to me and you'll have enough coin to live comfortably for the rest of your life anywhere in the world. As you recall, rocks are intelligent creatures, not the mere beasts that this brigand claims them to be. It may be worth warning the nearby rocks that someone has designs on their eggs. Okay, that was that big bird we saw.
Finally, a visitor who has the sense to address me with any respect. I greet you. You may call me Ragdagun. You come bearing a warning from me? I will hear it. Ah, the chick here? Say hello to our guest, little Berkha. Say hello. Ah, he is shy. You know how children that age can be.
This would not be the first time someone's foolish greed brought trouble to my nest or danger to myself or one of my young. I appreciate your warning. I must nurse these eggs, which gives me less freedom to watch for interlopers. You can't help but notice the duck waddling around her nest. Ah, the chick here? Say hello to our guest, little Berkha. Say hello. Ah, he's shy. You know how children that age can be. I found him alone, not far from here. I do not know what became of his family, but if I did not adopt him as my own, he surely would have died on these harsh isles. Though my kind are a far sight from his flock, surely our differences cannot be insurmountable. If you would like to be helpful to me, could you gather some insects for him to eat? I fear he is too small to be hunting on his own.
Berkha, our new friend has brought you some delicious morsels to eat. Berkha? Oh dear, I lose track of him for 5 minutes and already he finds a way to escape. I hate to ask this of you, but could you track down Berkha?
Finding Berkha. I would normally have a friend go search, but the turmoil in recent months has seen many rocks find new perches in calmer seas. Do I not have a mate to help protect my nest? Alas, he is no longer with me. What? No, he's not dead. His mother is ill, so he went to go care for her. What did you think I meant? Anyway, please go find Berkha. Perhaps he went down near the Caldera Lake, where I first found him. There's no sign of berkha here. You find a few ducks' feathers. Perhaps berkha has been nearby. Sadly, there's no sign of berkha. You hear a loud quacking from the lakeside shore. The duckling tilts his head at you as if quietly asking, "Why were you swimming around in that lake?" When you reach down to pick him up, he happily leaps into your arms. He's had his fun. It's time to return to Rakhatab.
Berkha, what have I told you about going off on your own? We will speak later, young man.
As you approach, berkha cradled safely in your arms, you see that Rakhatab has more guests. One of them, a familiar greasy-looking man, lies dazed on the ground, his vacant eyes fixed on the sky above. The other two you may have seen in passing on the streets of Halrax. "Berkha!" Rakhatab shouts as you approach. "What have I told you about going off on your own?" Berkha quacks and nips at your sleeve. "We will speak later, young man." Rakhatab fixes her clever eyes on you. "You have my thanks. Now, I believe you know this gentleman taking up space on the ground?"
This fool threatened to shoot me with a crossbow if I did not turn over one of my eggs. As you can see, things did not proceed as he expected.
Dealing with Itho.
Speak quickly, I have much to do.
Me? I'm an old friend of Rakhatab's here. I heard about this piece of flotsam, asking around about rock eggs the other day. I didn't think much of it until one day I come out of the pub and he's not in his usual spot. Something feels wrong about it, so I gather Nakima here. Nakama grunts. And I come to see Rakhatab. You know, just in case. Turns out we didn't have much to worry about here, as this fool has as much sense as he does hygiene. Nakama grunts again, but this one sounds like it might have been a laugh. Is he alive? He is, merely stunned by the thrashing we gave him. Curious about who he meant to steal the egg for? Ah, so are we. Tell you what, Nakama here will carry this sea sponge back to Helrex. Nakama grunts disapprovingly. Meet her there later today and see if she hasn't learned anything. I'm going to stay a while longer and speak to my friend. Okay. Back to Helrex we go. I got stuck in something, don't know what. I don't know if it's up or down. That's gonna be down. The woman stands outside the pub looking impatient. She spots you, thrusts a letter into your hands, and returns inside. She does not invite you to follow her. The letter is written in shockingly beautiful handwriting. The would-be child thief has been dealt with. Before his demise, he mentioned the name of someone in Umbar who seeks rare animals to own. If you find yourself in the city of Umbar, seek out Athata. She could be an ally in your hunt for the scoundrel. Bounty. Nakhrud. Bring a precious silver inlaid locket lost near the creature's lair and proof of the salamander's defeat to Hanax in Helrex. Nakhrud makes its lair among its brood to the east of Helrex. saw a ring over here.
What news has come in with the tide?
The cursed chest. The chest lured me in with riches, the thought of a bitter life, the hope of a bright tomorrow. The gold was cursed. Look upon me. This is the fate of any who would steal this treasure. I long for rest. Can you help me find peace?
What news has come in with the tide?
My body lies southeast across the water, in the center of a small island. Collect the gold, place it back in the chest so that I may rest. Return the gold to the chest with haste, or meet my same fate. Place the gold back into the treasure cache.
What news has come in with the tide?
You have my thanks. I feel free. I can rest.
Might you spare a moment?
Oh ho! Look at that locket! His demeanor suddenly shifts. Oh, and the salamander's fang. The locket belonged to my late mother. This locket's been in my family for generations, and you're the one to recover it for me. So, you're the one who'll reap the reward. It's not much, but it's all I have. I hope you understand. You're so kind.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
Horns aplenty. Tanham is my name. I'll not attempt to deceive you with some sad story about an ailing child, sibling, mother, or other nonsense. I'll tell you straight what and why I want and what I want. In Umbar Barabel, there is a newfound freedom. That freedom comes with opportunity, and I am seizing mine. You see, people will pay for any foolish notion or thought. Want to look younger, be strong, or faster? Enterprising scholars will brew you a potion or two to fit your needs. Those scholars need a product, and you can get me the product I need. Jungle beast horns, tales of their mystical qualities, and I aim to make my coin while I can. Would you help an honest man? More sekbiri horns. I know they're all clustered up there, so may as well just ride over there. Next time I go through here, I'll group all the sekbiri quests together. Save myself some time. Traveling time. Somebody else just came through here. 2 minutes. I can ride faster back. Great. Ugh. Oh, I gotta stop by the task board as well. Yay! 148. Okay, limit reached.
Do you have need of something?
Yes, this is a fine selection of horns. A little polish and a spit shine, and they'll be ready to ship into the city. You've helped me, friend. Let me line your pockets as you've lined mine. Alright. I think we are officially done in this zone. I'm gonna go take the boat here to inzul. So we haven't been there, and that's kind of like on the edge to Umbar.
Greetings, kind traveler.
Fair winds to you.
Terrors of inzul. Best to make whatever business you have here quick, my friend. There are terrors lurking around this island that turn the innards of men to jelly just by sight. Talk with the healer if you want to know more.
Ah, greetings, kind traveler.
It was good of the boatman to warn you. There are things on this island that are terrifying and cruel. We do our best to stay away. This port ensures that goods are moving across the townships. We do not linger here long. If you have companions, I would bring them with you if you choose to take on the bounties we've posted on the wall or around the corner. Otherwise, friend, do yourselves a favor and stay within the confines of this outpost for your safety. Bounty board. Okay. These are fellowship stuff. And embers. Well, we're gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna go try all the bounties real quick. So I'm just gonna pick them all up and see what we got, what we get. See if I can take them down myself. I still have not found a quartermaster. Alright, got 5 targets to go take care of. We'll just do a loop. They hurt a little bit, but it's totally manageable. Okay, next one. Okay, this one totally hurts, but it's because I'm fighting 2 things. Let's run this off and try again. 3%. 3 dang percent. Okay, I guess we'll do bounties later. Where did it address me? All the way over here. Okay, I'm just gonna use my milestone. So yeah, I'd say I would need at least 2 people.
Ah, greetings, kind traveler.
What do I want? Tracery level. I'm gonna go with, I want embers. Alright, let's go travel to Umbar.
Fair winds to you.
Jack's phanal, here we come. Guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. Alright, I am in Umbar. And I believe that this is the last map, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. The Cape of Umbar.
Here we are. How much further do you think we have to go?
I thought to see the city of the Corsairs when we arrived on the mainland, but is not yet in view.
The Cape of Umbar. We have made it to the final leg of our journey.
We're almost at the end of our mission. Legolas gives you a wry look. Almost, I said. There's more walking to be done, much to Gimli's displeasure. I tried to lighten his mood by offering to find him some Umbari coins, the silver Gimli, but he did not seem amused by that either.
This is not the road we expected to take, but it is now the one we must walk.
The road from Jack's Phanal. Let us ask someone in the nearby settlement how best to reach Umbar Barabel. The conclusion of King Alesra's mission awaits us there, but we cannot complete this quest until we reach the city. How do we... Okay, I guess we go inside here. Guess we've got quests to do, which we got a stable master.
Umbar is a free city at last.
You have come to Jacques Phanal with a curious group, stranger.
I hope you and your friends will cause no trouble here, for if you do, the kindred of the coins will see that it is the last trouble you make. Umbar Barabel has been made a free city once again, and under the rule of the kindred, the Heradrim of the great southern empire have been driven out of Jacques Phanal, and our villages along Umbar Kill, the Cape of Umbar. The Empire of Orodak has no claim upon us and never will again. They plundered our valuables when they fled, and even now they muster their warriors at a camp to the south. They have no interest in some of the things they stole. They wanted only to deprive us of them. Jenkins studies your face carefully. Are you a helpful sort, or do you only wish to learn what you can and move on, leaving we who struggle here behind when we are not useful to you? Few come to Jacques Phanal without reason, and fewer still leave the Shield Isles without some ill intent. I wonder what my silence might be worth to you. There must be some who would be interested to hear of your little group of travelers, unless you are a helpful sort. Then it might be different.
Jacquin uses us cleverly. I recognize the tactic from my days of banditry.
But he is not wrong about this. The silence will aid us more than an errant word to the wrong folk, and if we might accomplish some good for the people here at the same time, how should I put it? Everyone wins. Or at least, no one loses more than anyone else, which is a start, and for me, a change. What would you have us do?
You are a helpful sort, then. I smile to hear it.
When the magistrate's forces drove the Heradrim from Jacques Phanal, the occupiers fled with whatever valuables they could find, but they were not, how would you say it, choosy. Some of them stole books of great value to me personally, and I would have them back. These are not worth any great amount of Farsi or Gimli, but they do contain stories and accounts that are very dear to me, and I want them back. The Heradrim will have them at their camp to the south. Retrieve my books and defeat any of the warriors you must, and you will prove yourself a helpful sort. Hey look, we've actually got roads again.
I am most grateful.
For the service you have provided this day. These books are very dear to me, and I could not bear to think of them in the hands of the Ordicrum, never to be read again. They did not know the worth of the treasures they stole from us. You are a friend to the free city of Umbar, I see that now. I will tell none of your arrival here. The merchant road runs along the coast southward to Rakhatab, where it turns north and passes by a small fishing village, Kutra. Umbar Barabal lies beyond the hills past the village, the shining jewel of Umbar Kill. Go in peace, and with my best wishes for your well, health, and happiness.
Thank you for taking my advice.
When every party gets something of value, you can be assured they will each stand by the bargain. I learned this on the river in my old life, and it was a useful lesson. Let us return to the shore and see if the rest of the crew has made the crossing.
So, this is the Cape of Umbar.
The Corsair Daxamat tells me his people call it Umbar Kill, and it is a land of beauty. For him it may be. For me, I see only the land of the folk who stole my son Thorongil away. The sooner we get to the city of the Corsairs, the sooner I'll have my vengeance. You remind Nariel that the mission is to rescue Thorongil, not to take revenge. And she gives you a cool look. The Corsair Daxamat also says there can be two ways to say the same thing, Miloa. Perhaps it is the same with us, with this. That's a really nice dagger.
No matter what awaits us at the end of the journey, there are still miles to go before we reach it.
Whispers in Rakhatab. No matter what awaits us at the end of the journey, there are still miles to go before we reach it. What is the name of the next settlement along the merchant road to the south? Rakhatab? Then it is to Rakhatab we must go. Alright, I will do that one as soon as I finish the quests out here.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
Meet the magistrate. Your arrival should meet the magistrate. You can find Magistrate Zebulo at the crest of Jack's Phanal in the heart of the city. From the stable master, travel through the north gate and turn right through the central arch. Take the stairs up to the crest of the outpost.
Might you spare a moment?
A visitor from abroad, eh? Your arrival is most fortuitous. Let us speak plainly.
What news has come in with the tide?
Time management. I will call you a friend until I have a reason to do otherwise. He offers a broad smile. I wonder, friend, would you be willing to help our outpost? Our newfound freedom comes with its fair share of difficulties. My daily tasks keep me busy, and I find myself with neither the time nor assistance to address the concerns of my citizens. Would you be willing to assist me? Sure. I can run a couple of errands.
What do you want?
More than muscle. You are new. You want to prove your worth to me, emissary of the mighty Rothog. You will do this by surviving the wilds in our lands. To the south along the shore, across the plains, forests, and into the hills are insects with ravenous appetite. They bite, they sting, they spread disease. Survive? Return to me and I will test you again. Become infected by stinging sea flies. It's so pretty here. Wave motifs. How do you become infected? Just let them hit me? Ah, this is a dead end. I'll just swim to the shore. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, there we go. I have to make sure I get my back turned to them. Let's see if I can get 2 hits off of 1. My fate is too high. Okay, I went through. Yay! Yay, got them all.
Umbar can be a dangerous city, friend.
You prove hardier than most. You might well be able to assist me with my requests. He looks you over. No worse for wear. You want your reward, I presume?
Do not bother me without good reason.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. Y'all have a wonderful